Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Mr. Guinea, and we're here at the Mid-Atlantic Indoor Nationals, presented by Motorama. So this is the first time I've been to like an event like this. I just literally found out about this last night, so I thought this would be a great opportunity to get some footage. And look at my background. I mean, there's so many cars here. Not only that, there's like hardly anyone here, so this is a great opportunity to get some good footage. You know, I'm just coming from Myrtle Beach, from the Run to the Sun. So anyway, someone's talking over the intercom, but let's get to filming. So this is a 1955 Chevrolet sedan delivery, and isn't she a stunner? Look at that. Beautiful car. Wow, look at that. Look at that, my friends. So again, this goes to show it. I hate to slam or talk, I guess not talk as positively about the late 60s, early 70s cars that have the the injection molded plastic. But I mean, you just can't get over the steel. Just look at the, how the dash is just embedded in the steel, and just look at the attention to detail. I saw this on another show. Look at how you have the Chevy, logo just kind of right into that whole steel frame there along the dash. I mean, that is absolutely stunning, and you're just not gonna get something like this kind of attention to detail. It's absolutely stunning. So check out this 1941 Willys. Let me pan it a little bit. Wow. That is beautiful. Look at the paintwork on that. Black, and you got the flames kind of along the wheel hubs there. Absolutely beautiful. Let's kind of go all the way around her and take a look. Very, very nice. And check, you got the Polly's gas here. Look, I like the setup here. Very nice setup here. I like that. And here, my friends, you have a 1932 Ford Cabriolet. So typically when I think of Fords from the 30s, I think like the Model A and the Model T. So, and this is known as the Cabriolet, but this is beautiful. I love the black, and then the red, kind of the red outlines on there, or the kind of how they have the red and the black. This is a stunning car here. And you have historical, and you have kind of the hot rod too. So, oh, that's beautiful. So this is a 1932 Ford Roadster, and this actually came after the Model A and the Model T. I was talking to the owner, a really cool, chill guy, and look at this paint job. Look at the paint on here. So I don't see this too often. I've been seeing a lot more of the black, which is cool too, and like kind of neutral colors or what have you. But this is, I love look at the yellow, and then you have like the streaks there. It almost looks like something from like a freaking like a supernova or something. Like I've been watching I've been watching a lot of these these kind of space videos and planetary videos and everything, and dying stars and all that stuff, just some weird stuff. But and it kind of reminds me of that with the colors. But this is beautiful. Oh, look at the stance on her too from the back. This is a really beautiful car. So I'm sure this will get a lot of hits. And here we have a beautiful 1956 Chevy Bel Air, and I think I'm having dreams about Bel Airs because I saw so many of them at the Run to the Sun event in Myrtle Beach. There were just like so many Bel Airs there, but you can never get sick of these cars. I mean, they're just so beautiful. And look at the chrome wheels. It's a funny thing. I think chrome wheels look beautiful on Bel Airs. They do. They look absolutely stunning. Oh, check out the back here. Look at the back. It looks so nice and plush back here. Look at this. The trunk. Oh, that is gorgeous. Look at this. And you got the bell, I guess pillow, whatever that is. That's nice. And here we have a 1936 Chevy sedan. And look at that maroon color. Isn't she stunning? And look at those wheels too. I mean, chrome wheels. Not only that, just the design of the wheels are really sharp. Let's take a look at the ooh, wow, look at this interior. Oh my. This is cool because you have, again, you have the, dash embedded into the chassis, kind of like, and then I just love how you have the steel plates, and then look at the gauges too, and then check out this shifter here. Oh, that is nice. And look at this interior. Ooh, I love the seating here. Really nice. Here's a close look at the wheels. So I think the wheels also kind of add to the presentation of this beautiful ride here. Woo-hoo-hoo! 1971 Ford Maverick. Oh, look at this. And I just love how you have the checkered flooring. That just kind of adds to the whole effect there. Look at this. Look at the striping on there too on the sides. Let's take a closer look at this. Look at that. I'm gonna pan in on that. Oh, look at that pink and purple striping and how it just kind of dips down. I've never seen that before. So that is particularly unique. And look at those wheels. Check out the design on those wheels. So let me back out now. Oh, that is a stunning looking car. Wow. Ford Maverick, and you don't see too many of those. Beautiful. The owner was kind enough to allow me to go beyond the roping here and get the interior. Oh, look at this. Look at this interior. Ooh. And look at how the gauges are recessed. And we've seen a lot. We've seen this before, like in the cars, this kind of 70s and what have you. I mean, it just kind of gives it a sportier look. And then you have the tachometer over there, and you have the real sporty looking steering wheel here, the cup holders. I mean, it looks pretty roomy here too. So it doesn't at all look cramped. It looks like pretty big and roomy. And it's almost like that whole dash just looks really big, imposing. And it kind of just, it's just how the American cars kind of were back then. Just really big, really imposing, And no, this is a really nice interior. I like the all black too. Very, very lovely. And you have the 408 stroke engine here. Look at her. This is so shiny. And I just love how you have that silver up against the black. And I got a pan on this again. I mean, just look at I just love the pinstriping on here. That is absolutely stunning. So I just want to say a word about the pinstriping on here. So actually it's the owner's company. It's called Sunset Tin. And, I would think you should definitely go and check them out because, I mean, again, this... I think just this pinstriping here, I've never seen anything like this before. I've seen a lot of pinstriping. So anyway, continuing with what I was saying. So this pinstriping here was done by a company called Sunset Tin, which is done by the owner of the car. And again, I just think this is really beautiful. It's really unique. I've never seen, pinstriping like this before. And it really does, I'm going to pan back out, kind of adds to the effect of this beautiful car. And I'm just going to continue panning here. I just want to get a nice shot at the front. That's beautiful. And here you have a 1966 Chevy Chevelle. Look at this. I have to say this is probably one of the most beautiful Chevy Chevelles I've ever seen. And I've seen quite a bit of them. Look at this color and look at those chrome wheels. This is absolutely stunning. Oh, let's take a look at that engine too. Oh, that is so beautiful. Pan back out. Wow, what a beautiful ride that is, man. I feel so silly. So I was trying to figure out, like this blue lighting over here, and there you go.
You can change colors, right? You can change colors on them.
You can change colors on these. I mean, I actually love the blue. That blue is beautiful.
Like the blue's best. Yeah.
That was a good choice.
Colors, yeah. Good
that was a very good choice. And look, they got the die cast in the back here. Look at this.
Got that done. The guy at the end down there. Red Robin Bourne. He does them.
Red Robin Bourne, huh?
Right down there. Yeah.
Okay.
The vendor. Yeah.
The vendor. I'm gonna go talk to him.
Just got it done. It took about a year.
Oh wow. Okay, I'm gonna check him out.
It's all exactly like the car. Yeah.
That is sweet.
Wheels and everything.
Yeah. Let's look in on this. So Red Robin Barn.
Yeah, it's right down there. He's here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over and check them out. But look at the details on this die cast here. That's stunning. That's beautiful. Oh, cool. Now let's go and get the inside of this. Oh, look at the dash. Oh, wow. Look at that. So that's kind of unique. So the color, it's still, you still have the dash kind of embedded into the chassis, but it's not the same color as the as the outside, that kind of dark tannish, whatever, what have you. This is kind of a steel with it. This is kind of a silverish color, and it kind of matches the inside of the interior. That is beautiful. Look at that. So there's closer look from it. All right, so now we'll go and kind of zoom in on the engine here a little bit, and yeah, it's absolutely beautiful engine. So this one was at the Philly Auto Show, so I got footage of this. And look, the hood wasn't displayed. So look at that. Look at the engine. Look at what my man did here with the engine. Oh my goodness. Let me pan up. Oh, thank you. Look at the color schemes on here. Look at that. Oh my goodness. This is just a tremendous attention to detail on here. So I'm gonna step in and take a closer look. So look at the wheels. You got the lighting on the wheels here, and then look at the engine. Look at the attention to detail on the engine. I mean, that really takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of dedication to get something like this. Look at the lighting and how it matches, like some of the lighting kind of sometimes will match the cold air intake there, but that is beautiful. Now let's take a look at the design of the inside of the hood. Wow, that is something else. Wow, what a nice piece of work here. It just says Life. Does that say Life? I'll have to ask the owner what this says. So my cursive isn't so good, but that's really beautiful in any case. So it does say Life. And I think that's a Y. It's L-Y-F-E. That's the name of the owner. That's the owner's name. Owner's name is Life. And look at the work that Life did on this beautiful engine here. Absolutely stunning. It actually looks better when I pan out, and you can see the inside of the hood. You can see the top of the hood and the engine. So I think that really kind of best captures this beautiful, stunning work of art here. As I was saying, I saw this ride at the Philadelphia Auto Show, and this is a 2006 Dodge Charger XXT. Ooh, and look at the inside here again. You have to be really meticulous to go to this level of design here. So the owner, sorry Life, I think you got OCD or something, my friend. I'm joking. No, I mean to be this meticulous with detail is just so impressive. It's just, it's got the American flag on there, and you just have so much detail on here. And you got a flat screen on here. I mean, just, I have to say, I don't think I've seen, it's not, to be honest with you, to me, it's not only just, you have the Lambo doors on here, but to me, it's just the level of detail that went into this ride that at least impresses me so much about this. And then even on the, oh goodness, I didn't even notice that, the YouTube channel too. I'm gonna have to sub to his channel as well, but I'm gonna keep panning around here. Oh, that's beautiful. The owner has been kind enough to allow me to sit in this beautiful ride. And again, look at the beautiful attention to detail here. Oh, this is sweet. Look at the steering wheel. And you have the really sporty dash here, and you have the recessed gauge panel here that we saw on the other car as well. So it looks like, again, the kind of sportiness. And look at look at the, I can't believe the level of detail. Even the freaking air vents had that kind of that, yellow, red, and blue color scheme here, and he's got it on here too. I mean, this is an impressive level of detail, my YouTuber friends here. It looks so cool with the Lambo doors. You actually have to be sitting inside a car that has Lambo doors to really appreciate them. It's one thing to see them from the outside, but when you're sitting inside a car, oh, it's a clear sky. Look at that. Yeah, you know what? I don't think I've seen any car ever at any show with this level of detail, this level of intricacy. So this is really impressive work. Really impressive work. Hey, what's up everyone? Hope everyone's having a good time. So I was just talking about this car out here. It was this 2006 Charger. Owner's name is Life, and I was just talking about, just the level of detail that went into this beautiful ride. And, just looking in the back here, you can just see just how stunning this car looks. And I saw this I was mentioning I saw this at the Philly Auto Show, and he's going to be going to an event in Wildwood in September. So I'm going to try to make my way out there and get this car again. So, all right, let's keep moving. And look at this. You have a 1989 Ford Mustang in this absolutely stunning pink, like a dark pink. And I can't imagine seeing something in a light pink. So I think this is a very tasteful and very appropriate pink color. It's dark and it looks almost like a chameleon, like a chameleon kind of pink. So it's rolled off. I gotta be a little careful here, but look at this interior. My goodness, my God, look at that roll cage. My goodness, look at that. Let me get in here. So look at the real sporty seating in here, and then this dash. My goodness, this car looks so fast. That's the only word I can think of, is absurdly fast. And now we have a 2008 Scion TC. So this is something really different from what we've seen before recently. It's mostly been, American classics. And now you have something a lot more, kind of retro 2008. And really nice looking ride here. And check out those wheels. I like how the wheels kind of stick out a little bit. And you have the spoiler, a little bit of exposed carbon fiber there. So very, very nice work. Can't get enough of those wheels, what can I say? Now let's look at the interior. Look at that. Ooh. So he's got the steering wheel disconnected. And look at the seats. I love the seats. The red seating goes really good against the it's not a black, it's like a kind of dark silverish blue, almost like. And look at the beautiful design work on the hood and engine of this 2006 Volkswagen Jetta. Yes, a Volkswagen. So it's kind of funny. Like I said, I've been seeing so many classic cars, and now we come across. Ooh, look at the red brake calipers, and look at the red seating inside. Yeah, this is sweet. I wonder if he's going to be at the V-Dubs event. That's in Maryland. Very nice. Check this out. Look at this. He's got the party set up in here. Look at that. Look at the. Oh man, I think I need a drink now. Jeez. No, I'm just joking. I don't need a drink. And look at that beautiful red stitching all throughout. So very nice design work in here. Beautiful design work. Oh, the VW badge on there. So again, nice level of detail on here. And look at that. What a nice retro ride this is. Friends, check out this beautiful 1940 Chevrolet Lucille Coupe. Look at this. Oh, look at those wheels. Yeah, you just cannot underestimate the beauty of the classics. What a beautiful, beautiful car. So I'm going to do my best to pan in on the interior. Yeah, you can't get much closer, but that looks like a beautiful, stunning interior. Look at the dash. Look at that. All right, I shouldn't do this, but I just have to. That is absolutely gorgeous. Hope I don't get yelled at for this. Oh, look at that, those seating. Oh my God, that is gorgeous. My friends, you are looking at a 2000 Ford Mustang GT with the Lambo doors. Look at that. Look at those wheels. Let me pan around here. Oh my goodness, look at that engine. Look at the lighting on there. Keep going around here. This is... Wow, those wheels are stunning. I just love the colorful wheels up against that neutral, like kind of gray silver color. That's beautiful. Closer look at the wheels and the brake calipers, and I'm gonna work my way to the interior. Ooh, look at that.
Everybody, welcome to the Greater Philadelphia Expo
And he's even got the die-cast car there. Oh, that is sweet. That is so hot. Wow. Just wow. Hey, what's up, everyone? So we just got through this whole first row over here. So I think we made some pretty good progress, but it looks like I'm going to probably be able to get, I think, most or all these cars. So we got this whole entire section to go through, and then I'm going to pan out, and we got over there. So actually quite a bit of cars to cover. So, but yeah, let's keep rolling. The Moose lives. So what do I speak of when I say the Moose? This is what I speak of. Check out this stunning vet. Oh, look at that hood. Look at this. Beautiful. It's me stepping over the rope again, but gotta get the full. Look at this. Oh my goodness. They call this the King of Drag. So check out this gorgeous, stunning 1966 Ford Mustang. Look at that beautiful color. I just love that dark green with the white soft top. That is absolutely stunning. Beautiful car. So I'm going to see if I can pan in on the interior. Oh, that is lovely. Look at that. We have yet another Chevelle, 1966 Chevy Chevelle, in a similar color as the last one we saw, and you just can't get over just how aggressive they look. I mean, he's got the back wheel, you know, the larger back wheel, I guess, for the burnouts, you know, for launching. Yeah, this car looks seriously fast. What a ride. Let's get the front of her too. So I'm going to zoom in on the interior. Yeah, this car is just meant to go stupidly fast. I don't think I've ever seen an interior like that. So this is not even meant to be as your normal passenger car. This car is just meant to just rip other cars to shreds. That's what the intent of this car is. This car is just meant to just pretty much blow by you. Ooh, check out this lovely 2013 Mustang. And I just love the color scheme. You get the black with the blue calipers. And I tell you what, my YouTube friends, the calipers make a huge difference in the presence of the car. Ooh, Roosh, okay. Keep working our way around. See if I can get the interior. Okay. Here you have a beautiful, stunning 1932 Ford Coupe. And look at how the door opens up. That is so cool. Look at that engine. I love her in dark blue. The owner was kind enough to allow me to go, you know, beyond the rope there. Look at that engine. Wow, that engine looks beautiful. I just love the presentation of the engine. The silver up against the blue. Oh, look at this. Look at the lovely, just a lovely leather there. Love those handles. Look at this. Oh, this is what you call pristine. And I just love the dash. God, I just love that. You have that whole, just that set of that gauge cluster there. It looks so beautiful. It matches the leather and it goes well up against the blue. This is a beautiful interior. Gorgeous. Wow. Look at this beautiful, gorgeous, sexy 1955 Ford F100. Let's take a closer look at this one. Oh, look at that interior. Oh gosh, I'm stepping over the line here. Look at that. Wow. I just love that gauge cluster, you know, up against like the chassis of the car. Look at those. Let's go look down here at the shifter. Oh, this is something else. And the seating too, lovely. So I'm now going to pan around her. Look at the front of that ride. That is absolutely stunning. Oh, look at this beautiful 1932 Ford Coupe. I just love how the doors on the hood over the engine open up. That is absolutely stunning. Let's take a look at the interior. Oh, I love that leather seating. Look at that. Oh, that is absolutely something else. Look at that. Simplistic yet beautiful. Look at this 1967 Camaro. And I really love how the car is just sitting inside that, you know, inside that enclosure with the lights. It's a really beautiful way to present the car. And she actually looks stunning in blue. Look at that. Walking around. The opening's a little bit far. I'm a little bit leery about kind of crossing over, so I'm just going to go over and use the zoom on my Android here. Ooh, what an interior. Look at that. Let's see if I can get the... Okay. Very nice. Hey, what's up, everyone? Hope everyone's having a good time. We just got this row of cars over here, so we made some really good progress. I've only been here about an hour, and you know, got a little ways to go, but I think there's a good chance I can get every single car here. So let's keep going. Look at the menacing front grille of this 1967 Chevy Camaro. Pro Street. Look at this. I love the two-tone on the hood and the trunk, the black. And this is a cool color too. I'm gonna keep walking around here. So this is kind of like a really darker, almost like a maroon color. And I think it just makes the car look more aggressive and menacing. Beautiful. And those are the wheels of a 2023 Camaro ZL1 Yenko. And look at this beautiful, gorgeous neutral gray with the black striping. And you know, I know these cars are meant to be presented because, you know, there's it's sort of a competition, but I just gotta point out, I just love, you know, how this one's presented. It's kind of on this track here, so it's kind of presented at an angle, but it's just cool. But in any case, this is the beautiful Camaro. I just love the color on this, love the wheels, and I love the black striping on it too. So this is a 1956 Chevy sedan. Look at her. This is really unique. I don't think I've ever seen the all white, even across like what I would think would be the window. That is very unique and interesting. I've never seen anything like that. I'm gonna pan in on the inside in a second here. I'm just gonna do a pan around first. But I just love the paneling on this car. Absolutely gorgeous. So taking a look at this 502 Ram jet built engine here. Absolutely stunning. I love the front of that car. So look at this interior, and these are Volvo power seats, I believe. And look at that dash. Absolutely stunning. Let's pan in here. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this where you have like sort of the dial, that sort of this pointy dial. I've never seen that in any classic car ever. Continuing along here, I'm going to pan back out here. But that dash is absolutely stunning. Pan in there. You got the Bel Air emblem on there. Look at that. So this is a 1964 Jaguar E-Type. And very nice to see some, you know, imports. Some of the European car market represented here. Ooh, look at the seating on that. But I just love the Jaguars. I just love the design, you know, of the British classics. Really beautiful, really stunning. Now let's take a look at this interior. Ooh, we've got the Jaguar on there. Let's take a look at that. Looks very sporty in a totally European kind of way. Look at that. So we'll pan over the engine, and I was confused myself if this was a V12 or a V6, because I know like when I was at the Rockland show, they had said that the cylinders were kind of on one side, so it was actually a V6. So yeah, I'm not sure. So this is a 1965 Jaguar. Sorry, I correct myself. 1965 Jaguar XKE Roadster. So the car was actually manufactured in '64, but it's actually '65, and I was thinking that too as I was, you know, talking through the car earlier. So, anyway, all right. 2022 Chevrolet 3500.
And the awards will be taking place at 3 o'clock this afternoon.
This is a more modern car, but we'll get the interior. But it's just kind of cool to see how the interior really changes over time. So you have a more modern interior here. So, all right. Biggest thing I want to point out is obviously with these newer cars, it's kind of more about convenience and function. You have kind of the power controls there for your window and your mirror. So it's just interesting to point out how, you know, it seems like the older cars were kind of more about the form, and now the newer cars are more about function. So this is a 1967 Camaro RS. I just love that front too. Might get another shot of that one. But this is a very lovely car. And it's got like a lighter, kind of a lighter tan than the other cars do. Love the back of that. Look at that. So I just love this grille here. It's almost like this is just, you know, pretty much indicative of the time period of the car. Love that. We're just going to do a quick pan just to give the viewers just a scope, rough scope of this event. So this section we did already, and the cars in the background we did. And we did this lovely Camaro here. And then we have these cars to go to, and then that back room, and I'm gonna probably grab lunch after I get these cars. Actually, breakfast. So look at this beautiful 1940 Ford Coupe in red. Look at that red, too. That is such a shiny, sharp-looking red. I mean, I want to take this thing down to the Jersey Shore and just, you know, hog all the attention, because that's what you're gonna do with this ride. This is absolutely stunning. Now I'm gonna go in and get the interior. Let's take a look at her. Ooh, look at that. You just got that one color. That's cool how you have the recessed dials. You don't see that. I haven't seen that in an older car. Look at the seating. It looks really comfortable too. So I love that, just kind of that metal steering wheel and the recessed dials there. That's cool. Let's pan in on her a little bit. Oh, that's lovely. And I love these wheels. I love the design of the chrome wheels up against the red of this car. And again, this is a stunner. And if you're someone that loves attention, you're going to get a lot of that with this car. 1965 Chevy Chevelle. And this might have been one of the last cars that had the steel dash before they went to the injection molded plastic. And now you have a pair of 1964 Corvettes. Yep, this car definitely looks like it's ready to race. Hey, what's up everyone? So we made some pretty good progress so far. So I was able to get all these cars in the back over here, and I got this whole row over here. So we're like pretty much halfway through this room over here, and we just got those cars, that yellow bed over there to get to. I'm gonna grab some breakfast now. I'm a bit hungry now, so we'll see you in a little bit. So this is part of the other room that I'm going to try to cover. Oh, look at that Benz. But the main attraction right now is this delicious chicken salad sandwich. Look at that. So yeah, I got a little bit of mayo there. It's probably not the most healthy, but it's probably the healthiest option for someone whose blood sugar is a tad high. So I'm going to go ahead and chow down now. So check out this 1970 Plymouth GTX. Look at this beautiful green car against those chrome rims. This is a beautiful ride. Look at that. Wow. I'll pan around her. Got the Coyote set up over there. Look at that, Tasmanian Devil. Hey, he's got the whole Looney Tunes set up almost there. That's beautiful. Look at that. So I'm not sure what happened, but I think I missed this whole row. So I'm gonna go and get this row right now. Let's keep moving. So we just got that Dodge there. We got a really beautiful looking Bel Air over here. Look at this. I love that color scheme. Look at this beautiful color scheme. And this is a, I'll have to find out what year that is. But I just love this light blue. So is that maybe a 56? I'm gonna find out. So right behind me is a beautiful 1955 Chevy Bel Air. So absolute stunner, but yeah, we're gonna keep on rolling here. Let's go. So look at this. 1948 Ford Coupe. That has got to be the most beautiful Ford Coupe I've ever seen. Look at that design. That is just mean as hell. My goodness, look at how it started. Look at this. You go from this to that. So my man did some really incredible work here. So let's pan around this one. I mean, the paint job is absolutely unreal. I mean, just the different elements of blue, even on the wheels. Oh, that is a breathtaking car. So look at those wheels. Look at the blue in the background of those gorgeous wheels. Yeah, this is one of the most stunning cars I've ever seen. Crazy 48. Oh my gosh. Look at this interior. Look at the lighting. Oh my goodness. He's got the hair. He's got like the freaking fur on the roof. I have never seen anything like that before. Oh, that is something else. So I have the flash on now, so maybe you could better see the actual hair, the fur on the roof of this car with the lights. I have never seen that anywhere, my friends. Old school tuning by Butch Bentley. From far away, I thought that said something else. I won't say what I thought. You can imagine what I thought it said. Anyway, look at this. 1967 Chevy Camaro. Absolutely beautiful. And again, I just love how these cars are presented as well. Beautiful. And he's got the die-cast set up too. Look at that. Very nice work. Look at this 1969 Camaro. I don't know how I missed these cars because they're in the same row that I thought I got. Any case, let's go pan around this one. Beautiful, beautiful car. All right, my fellow YouTube friends and viewers, we're gonna go and get this section over here. So a lot of cars to cover, so let's keep moving. Let's look at this 1932 Austin Bantam. Look at this. This is a 1967 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray. Absolutely beautiful. Leave the pan around here. Love that yellow. Wow, what a beautiful interior. I just love that. That's a unique dash. I don't think I've seen a gauge cluster quite like that before. That's very interesting. So you almost have like a semicircle kind of going on here. It's very sporty though. Lovely seating. I want to say a couple things about just that Corvette emblem over there. So it kind of reminds me a little bit of the Bel Air design. How you have that semicircle and you have the Bel Air. So it kind of looks like that a little bit what Corvette did there, but it looks absolutely beautiful. Look at this beautiful 1967 Chevrolet Corvette in a gorgeous, gorgeous light blue, metallic. You have the red rim protectors on there. You know, it does seem like Corvette was ahead of their time in terms of their, you know, interior design. Again, it just looks so sporty. Check out this beautiful 1970 Buick Skylark. And that front is just so menacing. Look, I love that color too. In case anyone was wondering what the license plate says, Boo Whack. We'll continue to pan around here. Wow, stunning. So we got a whole row of bikes here. I love the colors on these. Got a 1999 Yamaha Roadster, a 2002 Yamaha Roadster in black, a 2001 Yamaha Roadster, and then a 1973 Amen Honda Chopper. Look at that. That is absolutely stunning. So these are the Harley Davidsons. I'm gonna come back and get these. So I'm gonna continue with the cars and I'm gonna come back for these. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this one. This is the 2016 Harley Davidson known as the Princess. Look at that color. You know, I don't think I have any content of bikes. So this will be my first, well, actually I think second video with actual bikes. There was some other video I had bikes in it. I think that was at the, ooh, look at that dash, wow. Oh, I think I might be getting into bikes now. And this is the 2017 Harley Davidson Breakout. Wow, what a stunning looking bike.
It's amazing how that works.
Oh, that is beautiful. This is a 1964 Buick Riviera. Look at this. It's so nice to see Buicks. I mean, just so many of the shows are just dominated by Chevy and Ford. And again, like I said, nothing wrong with that. They're great cars, but I just like to see something, you know, different too. Funny that kind of hub on there. Looks like it's got a cold air intake filter on there or something. But anyway. And look at this interior. Look at the dash. So that's kind of unique. I don't think I've ever seen the angled console on a classic car before. That's the first time I've seen that. And I just love, this is a unique dash. It's almost like, I can't tell, you got so many different elements there. It's not quite like the 50s where you have the whole thing's just embedded into the, you know, into the chassis. It looks like you have some plastic elements too. And I like how the dash, the whole dash is recessed back. And it just makes the whole entire inside look so big. This is the back of the Riviera. Look how simplistic those lights are. I just love how you have the R there. Look at that. I hope YouTube doesn't censor this out. But look at this 2004 Harley Davidson making a statement. Oh, look at those wheels. Look at the wheel on that. I don't know much about bikes, but that's a freaking badass looking bike. Look at that dash. Wow. Stunning bike. So this is a 1955 Buick Supermodel. Look at this. This has got to be one of the most beautiful Buicks I've ever seen. I mean, you just get total Bel Air vibes from this. Look at this. Wow. Who cares if that column's in the way? That is an absolute stunning car. Just look at these cool design elements on the side of the car. Oh, he's got the hat back there. That is so cool. Oh, look at that dash. Look at the size of that steering wheel, and then look at the size of the dash, and then you look at that stainless steel paneling and the gauging. I have not ever seen a dash like this before. Just look at how extravagant this is. I mean, it looks like royalty. It looks like if you sit in this car, you feel like royalty. So here you have a 2011 Shelby Mustang, and look at that. Love that color. I didn't even notice a Cobra in the front. Look at that. You got the Cobra up here, American flag, and the Cobra sitting right on top of the engine. Man, what a way to make a statement there. Sweet. And here you have a 1967 Vet. Ooh, looks so beautiful in blue with the red trimming on the wheels. That is so lovely. And I mean, this part is for a video short, but again, just noting there's some cool details on here. I like those lights on there, and then exhaust, pan back out. Yeah, the back of the Vet is really cool looking. Wait till you guys see this. 1965 Chrysler APS Wayfarer. Look at this. And I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. You see that? You don't see that? Well, I'm going to pan out here first. Let's take a look at the back first before I get into the... Look at the back of this. This is so unique, and there's a reason for that. So I just gave away the reason. You know, the wheels. This was made in Australia. That's why you don't see any of these, but look at that. Wow, what a cool gauge. You just can't get over just how cool looking these older interiors were. Breathtaking. So check out this beautiful, stunning Chrysler Wayfarer from Australia. That is absolutely a stunning ride. I just love how I go to all these shows and I just see something that I've never seen before. So this is something that I wanted to talk about real quick, and it just beautiful, stunning car. And the owner had, there are only two, first of all, there are only two of these cars in the US that were from Australia, and the owner has both of them. Isn't that cool? Something else, huh? Let's keep rolling. 1946 GMC Bonneville truck. Look at this. Look at the color schemes on this. You got the cream and the black and the blue. Oh, that's so stunning. Look at that. The Flying 7 from Reading, Pennsylvania. 207. Oh. Oh, this is serious. This is what you call serious business.
There's also other vendors selling food as well. Casanate, home food services is also here. They are also all talk to your vendors. There are also car clubs as well.
1990 Fox Body Mustang.
From the folks that already
Look at this.
So visit Scott and Chris, the folks that have their tent set up, the car clubs as well.
This, my friends, is the Blue Bomber 1970 Pro Street Twin Turbo Camaro, and look at this. Notice that beautiful tanning on the engine, and just look how low this car looks. Look how elongated this car looks. It doesn't look like a normal Camaro at all. This looks fast. I'll just say it looks fast. What a stunning ride this is. So I don't want to exactly walk inside because of the, guess it's the whole setup here. So I'm going to try to pan in on the interior here. I just love that tan. And look at the blue. Notice the blue gauge console, the blue background on the gauge console there. But that's a beautiful interior. And what do we like about this car? This car actually, looks actually sophisticated. It has a lot of sophisticated elements on it. So it's not just like some car that's absurdly fast. I mean, this car actually does look like really, just excellent form, beautiful form here. I mean, it's a beautiful looking car in addition to being probably absurdly fast. This is a 2019 Corvette Z6 Callaway. And I remember hearing about Callaway a long time ago when I was reading just through various, car magazines. I just remember that name Callaway coming up and it being associated with a lot of horsepower and being absurdly fast. But yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful vet here. Look at this. Look at those wheels and the red brake calipers. Let's get the interior. Oh my God. Oh, that looks so sporty. I mean, this is definitely a more modern, definitely very modern. But it doesn't have that elongated console like the Lamborghini and then the Porsche Carrera, and also like the other vet does. It kind of has, a flat. It sort of has this flat console here, and then you have, I love the exposed carbon fiber. Look at that. But yeah, this is really lovely. And it's interesting. The wheels on here actually look like they would be on a Lamborghini, just the design of those wheels. So in any case, this is a very, very absurdly sporty looking car. And here you have a 2007 Ford Mustang Roush Stage 2. Look at this. That red looks absurd. Oh my goodness. But look how beefy the front looks. Just look at the whole chassis here, and look at the paneling on this car, the bottom paneling on here. And you see the kind of exposed carbon fiber on here. I'm going to pan back out. And then that's not the best part. Look. You got a man sitting right on top of the engine there. Look at that. Got the Roush logo on the side. And we'll get the interior here. Look at the beautiful leather seating there. I love the two-tone there. Oh, wow. You just have the red and black elements all throughout. Look at this green, almost like Christmas-themed 2006 Ford Mustang GT. Boy, green is just a beautiful color. Look at that. Stunning. Some more information about the ride. Definitely has some Christmas themes to it. Let's go inside. Oh my goodness, wow. Now that is so cool. You have the green, red, and blue, and look at that. You even got the pink lights. That's kind of cool. And that steel dash. You got that little snow shaker there. Sweet. There's a 2016 Mustang GT. I love that the striping at the bottom. And I believe this car is tuned to 675 horsepower. So this is a quick car right here. I don't want to do is see the inside of this compared to the last Mustang we saw. This is without any themes on it, but it just shows how clean this dash is. Look at that. Here you have a 2013 Boss Mustang 302. Boy, it looks sharp and white. Get the inside of it too. And it's kind of cool how you see how much the dash changes from 2013 to 2016. Wow, now this is beautiful. 1969 Chevy Camaro SS396. My God. Green. I didn't realize green was such a beautiful color for cars. I really didn't. I would have never thought to get any car in green, but seeing them in green, my goodness, they're so eye-catching. Absolutely beautiful. And wait to see the dash. Just look at how the dash is so recessed and angled back. It just gives the impression that the whole inside is so big and imposing. This is the 2016 Camaro convertible. And look at this. Ooh, look at the design elements on this. Look at the wheels. Looks like you got the lighting on the wheels. Yeah, those wheels are hot. So it's a Kratos themed Mustang. Look at that. Oh man, Kratos there. Hey, he's even got Kratos sitting in the ride there. Should be sitting in the driver's seat. I guess the owner sits in the driver's seat and Kratos has got to ride bitch. I wouldn't call Kratos a bitch though, that's for sure. Look at that. Look at that front. Man, that's stunning. Oh. Love the design. He's got the die cast there. Look at that. Let's get a close look at that. Oh, beautiful. This is a 2006 Chip Foose Mustang Stallion. Look at that. It's not a white. It's like a real light gray. And look at the orange trim on the wheels. That is stunning. Continue around and get the back. Got the dual exhaust and the retro lights there. And that's the interior of the 2006. Look at that. This is a 2014 5-liter Mustang GT, only one of 3. Look at this. Love the white and the black elements, and I love the striping along the bottom of the side of the car there. That's sweet. And you gotta love how sporty the dashes look, and you can see it's got the recessed gauges there. So again, just adds to the sportiness of the interior. So this is the Coyote themed, and look what we got there. Got Coyote chilling right in the hood there. Look at that. Looks comfortable. And here we got a beautiful smoking 1972 Ford Mustang. Look at this one. Got dark blue, and you have a lighter blue interior, which we're going to get to in a second. Look at that. So there's the interior. Yeah, this is definitely giving me nostalgia vibes because my parents had a 74 when I was younger, and this kind of reminds me of that a little bit, so definitely very nostalgic for me. So check out this 2019 2SS Chevy Camaro known as the White Fang. There you have it, the White Fang. And here you have a 2009 Ford Shelby GT 500. Ooh, I love those wheels up against the black with that striping. Stunner. The interior here real quick. Ooh, look at that. Nice. And look at this beautiful 2021 Dodge SRT Challenger Hellcat Red Eye wide body. Look at that color. Kind of like that weird yellow. That is with the red brake calipers at that. That is lovely. This is a beautiful color on this car. And look at the dash too. Look at the. You notice how the gauging is kind of slightly facing the driver there, and it's a little bit kind of angled, so it's kind of a neat design there. This is a 2019 supercharged ZR1 Corvette, 755 horsepower. So the car's not slow, not even close to slow. See if I get the whole hood there. My oh my, this car is something else. And there's the inside, very sporty. So here are some of the specs, information on the car right there. So yeah, some good work done to this thing. Going back in time again with a 1956 Ford Fairlane Fire Chief. And it's funny, I just have not seen too many Fairlanes as of late. I've seen so many Bel Airs, so it's just not that common to see a Fairlane. As I understand, the Fairlane was a pretty big car back in the day. So I guess I just don't understand why I haven't seen so many of them as of late. But in any case, this is a cool ride. Look at the interior here. Oh, look at that. Yep. Beautiful. Look at this stunning 1929 Ford Model AA. Look at that. And yes, 1929 wasn't exactly the best year, if anyone knows what I'm referring to, but this is a beautiful truck regardless. So check this out. 1931 Ford Roadster pickup. This is stunning, and look at the color on this. I just love like that kind of bronzes color with the black soft top. That is stunning. I'm going pan on this interior here. Oh, look at this. Right back into history. Look at that. Just simplistic. You have your gauge cluster right into your chassis. Beautiful. Here we have a 2023 Camaro 3LT RS. And you know, I was spending a lot of time, you know, talking with the owners, but I guess now I'm kind of like trying to get all the cars if I can, so I'm, you know, just focusing more on the footage now. It's so cool to have a flag on there like that. That's awesome. And then you look inside here. Wow. Such a sporty interior. Class of 59. Rocking the 1932 Ford Coupe, my friends. Ooh, look at those wheels. OEM. Oh, that is breathtaking. Look at that. Wow, what a ride. Oh, look at the red and white paneling up against that bronze. Wow. Oh, what a beautiful ride. Wow. 1982 Chevy Corvette. This looks very close to the model that my late father had. Actually, I should say my mother rather, because it was her car. My dad bought it for her because my mom loves Corvettes, and she had a red one. But I love this two-tone here. Look at this. You have the light, kind of light bluish gray and the dark blue. Oh, the T-top. Yes, I think my mom's model was a T-top too. And my mom had like, I think she had a total of 7 Corvettes. Well, I say 7 sports cars all together between Corvettes and Camaros. But yes, I do remember this as a kid. Yes, I kind of do. This does. Yep, I actually absolutely remember this as a kid. Yep. Oh, that is so nostalgic. Yep, for me, this car is pure nostalgia. Here we have a 1966 Chevy Corvette. Oh, that is stunning. That color is absolutely stunning. Yeah, that's got to be one of the most beautiful colors I've ever seen. I'm gonna have to ask the owner about that color. God, I just love that interior. It just seems so avant-garde. So I just want to say the owner was really cool. Talked to me for a while and gave me a lot of information on some other car events. Now we go to this Mustang here. Look at this red. And I'll find out what it is, what year it is in a moment. Ooh, lovely. So this is a 2022 Ford Mustang. You got the beautiful two-tone in here, and it's just so cool to see just how the interiors have changed over time in Mustang's history. And here's a beautiful 1963 Chevy Corvette. Look at that. You know, my dad actually had a Mustang first, and he used to race, and he got beat by a Corvette, and then he got a Corvette next. I believe it was 63 that he got. But look at that. I just love the back here because notice how the lights reflect off the bumper. So it looks like it has like quad lights there, like 4 sets of 4 lights there, but it's only 2 actually. That is cool. Yeah, I forgot to hit stop on that last clip. Maybe I'll edit it out, who knows, but yeah, I love the wheels on this, but I can never get tired of the interior of the older Vettes. I know I've got the interior of a lot of other ones, but I just can't get over this. I just love the interior of this. It just looks really sporty. I just imagine it to be, ahead of its time. Well, except for that maybe, because that looks like it was taken from Bel Air, but still, it looks amazing. All right, folks, so we're going from one beautiful, pristine white 1963 Corvette to another beautiful, pristine 1963 Corvette in white nonetheless. Let's take a look at her. Yeah, I just love those wheels. Yeah, I can imagine the Corvettes were probably so popular in the 60s. Oh, God, I can't get over that interior. Speaking of Bel Air, we have a 1962 Bel Air. And look how much the design has changed from the 50s. It doesn't look as extravagant, still a beautiful car. But Any case, ooh, the front of that. And here we have a 1962 Ford Galaxy. Boy, those chrome wheels make a huge difference. But look at that. And here it is, folks. My dream car as a child. 1981 Turbo Trans Am. Pontiac Trans Am. Yeah, I was just absolutely in love with this car. And whenever I saw one, I used to go Trans Am, Trans Am, Trans Am, Trans Am. Just like how kids go like Lamborghini, Lamborghini. This was my dream car as a child. Oh, look at that front. Look at that beautiful Firebird emblem on the hood. And of course I got to get the interior. Oh, the T-top. Straight from the 80s. Look at that. It's my time, my friends. That's my time. Oh, straight Trans Am. Look at that. Oh, I love that recessed dash there. Look at this 1967 Camaro RS. Look at that color. Again, just such a unique color. You know, it's not like your typical primary car at all. This is almost like a darker, like a yellow, like, I don't know what color that is. I'm gonna have to ask the owner that. That is something. Look at that. Huge back tires for racing. Oh yeah, this it's meant to go fast. Wow. Look at this beautiful 1957 Chevy Bel Air. Look at the color. And notice the design, the paneling, and the fins in the back. It's just kind of cool how the design changed from 55 and 56. Look at that. Gotta get that interior. Ooh, interesting design paneling. Look at that. God, I love those old school window openers. Ooh. That is a lovely, lovely dash. And look at that. You don't have that semicircle there. Now you have sort of the Bel Air just along that whole dash there. That is something else. Beautiful. Yo, what in the heck is this? What is this? This is a 1968 Toyota Land Cruiser. Look at this, my friends. Look at that color. Look how it's dropped. Oh my God, that is something else. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. Look at that interior, my goodness. You got a 2007 Chevy Trailblazer SS. Interesting because you know you see a lot of cars that are classic, that are custom, and this one's definitely, you know, kind of retro in a silver. So this one's definitely more subtle, but good ride, man, good ride. Hey, hope everyone's having a good time. So we got all these cars all in the background, so we've done really well so far. Look at this. I want to check this out. We got a whole bunch of die-cast cars here, so I want to take a look at this. But we got some cars back there. This will be the last row, and then we go into that room over there. So let's keep rolling. So check out this 1991 GMC truck here. Love how retro that is. Look at that square, the whole square front. Ooh, look at the engine there. Wow, okay, so. Ooh, definitely a fast ride. Okay, now I'm really excited. You want to know why I'm excited? Because we are standing before a 1948 Studebaker. You guys know how much I love Studebakers. You just don't see these very often. Oh, that is a beautiful truck and a beautiful color scheme. Oh, wow. Now, for the interior, my friends. And look at that. That is interesting. Look, you even have the matching orange, you know, orange font to match everything else that's orange in here. Look at that. Look at the plush seats and oh, what a lovely dash in the interior. Ooh, what a beautiful 55 Bel Air. You know, I think I just love the 55s very much. Yeah, I don't know. It's just the way the paneling is. It just makes the color scheme so much better, I think. I just like how you have the white and the blue, and how that stainless steel siding divides the two color schemes there. And here we have a 1964 Plymouth Savoy. Look at that, my friends. So let's check out the 64 Plymouth Savoy. So I'm gonna pan around here. Yeah, beautiful in red. Even the red wheels too. So, ooh, I love the back of that too. Look at those lights. Ooh, look at that interior. All right. No back seating in this one. Ooh, okay, wow, look at that. Beautiful dash. And here we have a 1967 Dodge Charger in a dark blue. Look at that. That is absolutely stunning. But I just love this dark blue. Absolutely gorgeous. Love the wheels. Like the logo on the car, and I love the interior. Look at this. Look how spacious it is. Look at that dash. Ooh, look. Yeah, I have not seen something like this. Almost like you have a concentric action going there with the gauges. Look at that. Look at those gauges. Beautiful dash. Wow. Check out that 57 Vet. And remember what I was saying before at the Run to the Sun event, how the Vets look in neutral colors? Well, this just proves my point. Look at how gorgeous this car looks in a neutral, like dark, like a charcoal. Look at the lights on here. Look at that. So the lights are almost like just sort of elevated on the back here. Wow, I just love like the stainless steel and how the seats, the plush seats are embedded into like that stainless steel piece over there, and then oh, what a beautiful dash. Oh, that is stunning. Anyone remember this guy? Anyone old enough? Anyone remember this guy? Evel Knievel? So look at this, nice little tribute to Evel Knievel here. Awesome. Alright everyone, so we are finished this entire room here. You want to hear something funny if I don't include the footage? So I was filming this and there was someone like standing in front and thought I was taking him. Didn't realize I was just taking myself for a YouTube channel, so I thought that was a bit humorous. So the only thing that we didn't get was that 1925 Speedster boat. I'm gonna get that a little later on because I guess there are people by there right now, understandably. But so we got this whole entire room here, so did pretty well. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the other room. I'm probably gonna have the remainder of my my chicken salad sandwich, and then we'll continue. Let's get to it. What's up, my friends? You have a 1925 boat tail Speedster. Yep. So you're saying everything is handmade on this, and you were saying there is it's got a pretty much a wood frame on it, and if you look closely, I'm going to pan in on here. This looks like steel, but it's actually wood. This I'm not supposed to touch, but that's actually wood. And then you have like plywood on the bottom of that seat, basically. But that's how the car started. It was gotten from a Hershey swap, and basically this person's grandfather. It was believed that the grandfather used that for racing. But that's the chassis of the car. And then I'm going to pan out and look what you have here. Look at this beautiful ride that you have here. This is something else. Hey, what's up everyone? So all right, we are done this entire section over here. So I am now heading into the other room. I'm probably gonna sit down and eat the rest of my chicken salad sandwich. But yeah, let's keep going. All right, so before I even go over to the other room and eat, this Toyota is just so freaking sick. This is the Land Cruiser, and I hate to say I can't remember if I definitely got this car before, but just look at that blue and just look at that. When you look at this thing, you don't think Land Cruiser. You think like this thing's just a freaking monster. But what a beautiful ride. Okay, anyway, all right, I'm done here. Let's go. So we're gonna head in the other room now. We're gonna grab some lunch. All right.